Alright guys, welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video, and in this one we're going to be covering some update news. There recently was just announced the first free event type update of Borderlands 3 Bloody Harvest. That is right guys, basically the Halloween event for Borderlands 3, and there is a lot packed into here. There are new legendaries, a new map area, a new boss to fight, new skins, new enemies, new mechanics. There's so much to go over, and we're going to be covering it all in today's video, keeping you guys fully up to date on what is happening in Borderlands 3. So yeah guys, this video should be very helpful. If you do find it helpful, be sure to hit that like button down below. I appreciate it a ton, helps me out a ton. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos that can help you out in Borderlands 3. But let's go ahead and get into it here. We have a lot of info to cover. So basically what they say is that the new event is coming in October, obviously, since it's for Halloween. And again, it is called Bloody Harvest, pretty similar to the type of event that was in Borderlands 2. But this time it is in fact going to be a limited time event. It's not a DLC you buy either. It's completely free, but once this event is over, it is over in full. Now, they didn't go into specifics of what's going to be over. I'm assuming the map area is going to be gone. The special mechanics for the enemies are going to be gone, which again, we'll talk about here in just a sec, but it is limited time, so make sure to get your legendaries from it while you can, your loot and stuff like that, your items, skins, all of that stuff while you can. So yeah, let's go over some of the things they say. They start off by saying everyone can take part in Bloody Harvest when it goes live in October, as it's the first of many free updates and events you can expect from Borderlands 3. For the duration of the event, any Vault Hunters who have departed Pandora for the first time and started exploring the far reaches of space aboard Sanctuary 3 will start to encounter haunted enemies around the galaxy. So yeah, some very interesting things right there. Haunted enemies. There's a lot to that, so we'll talk about that in just a sec, but also make sure you're on Sanctuary 3, which most of you are probably already there, or at least have one character that's aboard Sanctuary 3, since it's super early in the game, but it's something to keep in mind for sure. But yeah, let's get into it with these haunted enemies. They say these haunted enemies are your key to accessing a new event-specific map, but watch out. The ghosts that rise from the bodies of slain haunted enemies will do their best to scare you to death. Coming into contact with one of these aggressive apparitions will introduce the new terror debuff, which partially shrouds your vision in a mysterious mist and weakens your gun handling, accuracy, and spread. So yeah guys, that is the new debuff, and it's not specific to the Halloween type map as it seems. It seems like these enemies will show up all over the Borderlands maps, so you can run into them pretty much anywhere. At least that's what they seem to imply by this. They also seem to imply that you can't just immediately travel to the haunted map. You have to do some work with this stuff, and that'll make more sense as we get into some of the other stuff here. But yeah, the terror debuff, again, it sort of nerfs you by nerfing your gun handling, accuracy, and spread for a bit. So definitely keep that in mind. It's an interesting mechanic for sure, but let's keep it going here. They also say as you explore the ghost-infested galaxy, you'll earn Hecktoplasm that can be turned into Maurice, your scaly new pal who's taken residence aboard Sanctuary 3. So yeah, they don't actually give us too many details on Maurice himself, but as you can see, he is like a little monster type character that is going to be on Sanctuary 3. So yeah, we don't know why he's here or what exactly his purpose is. I think he has something to do with, triggering the map to show up, but that's obviously going to be something we, find out. So I think you go around the map, eliminating haunted enemies and then their ghosts as well, which give you Hecktoplasm. You exchange them into Maurice, and then I think from there you'll likely go onto the map. Not 100% sure, but that seems to be how they're implying it's going to work. But yeah, I'm not sure if he does something else. He's definitely, again, something pretty unique. Never really seen something like this before, so yeah, Maurice, pretty interesting. Then after that, they go on to say, once you've earned entry into the Bloody Harvest map, beware, dreadful dangers abound at every turn. Look to the shadowy sky and you'll see winged jack-o'-lanterns soaring through the air, eager to swoop down and breathe fire in your face. So yeah, these things right here, we got a picture of them. They look pretty interesting too. They're basically racks with jack-o'-lanterns on top of their heads. There's a lot of jack-o'-lanterns around the map, which seems to be pretty cool. Also, now that we get to see a little bit of the Bloody Harvest map, it seems to be, what's that one area of the map called again? Athena. Seems to look a lot like that area, but more, spooky for Halloween and stuff. So yeah, that's simply one of the enemies, but there are a lot more. Going on here, they say, tread lightly through a ghastly graveyard, crawling with Malawan goons who reserved a burial plot just for you. So that's simply, Malawan enemies. Nothing crazy with that. They're just, again, Malawan enemies like you fought back on Promethea and stuff like that through the campaign. I'm not sure if there'll be haunted versions or things like that, but just something to keep in mind. And that also would match in with the fact that it seems to be similar to the Athena's map. On top of that, they say resist the urge to retch as you fight through a ratch-infested pit with rivers of blood running through it. Okay, yeah, pretty spooky there as well, but basically what I think they're saying is that this Halloween Bloody Harvest map is going to be fairly, you know, there's a lot to explore in it. There's probably going to be some secrets to find, which I'm going to be helping you guys out with for sure. I'm excited for this. Now, on top of that, they go on to say, should you survive these blood-curdling battles, you'll come face to skull, little joke there, with the Baron of Bloody Harvest himself. Do you guys have a guess of who it is? They go on to say, if you've been braving the many planets of Borderlands 3's story campaign, you might remember facing off against Captain Trant, a gigantic Malawan heavy soldier with some killer elemental attacks. He's back, albeit a bit bonier, as Captain Hunt. Nice little joke there as well. Complete with some spooky new powers. So as you can see, there is a picture of him right there, Captain Hunt. He's going to be the official boss of the Bloody Harvest event. So we don't know much about his special abilities. However, since he's based off of Captain Trant, and well, he's technically Captain Trant, but he's a haunted version, it's very likely that he's going to have similar attack patterns and things like that, except with a little bit of, you know, terror debuffs added into that and other haunted abilities more than likely. So yeah, but keeping it going here with some of the other info, we still have to get into like the legendary weapons they talk about, but first of all, how about some skins and stuff? So they go on to say, of course, Bloody Harvest is also the perfect time to rock some costumes, and you'll be able to earn some new cosmetic rewards during the event. All told, you can add an echo device, a weapon trinket, a skin for each of the 4 Vault Hunters, which also apply to Moze's mech, Iron Bear, and Flax pets, and ultimately a global weapon skin, so your collection if you dedicate yourself to destroying the undead. And as you can see here, those are the skin customizations as they seem to be. Nothing too crazy overall. They're fairly spooky. I maybe expected something a little bit cooler, but I mean, they're fine. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to customize the colors. Probably you can as well. But yeah, they're fairly interesting. I would have liked to maybe see some, you know, special heads, similar to how we had in Borderlands 2, but unfortunately nothing quite like that. I mean, at least as of right now. Maybe they'll add some extra stuff in the future, but I don't know. And then for the weapon skin itself, it's nothing too crazy as well, but hey, it's a free weapon skin, so might as well try and get it, since it is also limited time during the event to get it. It's, you know, something to have. It's got ghosts on it and stuff like that, so might as well try for it. And then moving on here, they say there's also new legendary loot to farm, including 2 guns and a shield that play into the new terror mechanic, as well as a grenade mod. So yeah, it seems like 4 total legendary items to get from here. Pretty solid overall. I'm excited to see what those are. Probably going to give you guys a guide on how to farm them and stuff like that. And actually, we did get a little look at one of the items. Didn't get like a ton of details about it for sure, but we did get a look at what it looks like, and its name is also called the Fearmonger. It appears to be, I think that would be a shotgun, right? Again, not a whole ton of details on it, and sometimes the guns look a little bit like other types of items, but I think that's what it is right there, so I'm curious to see what it'll exactly do. And then after that, they also go on to say, additionally, new anointed loot drops from haunted enemies. Ghosts and Captain Hunt will have a chance to have terror-based modifiers. I'm curious to see how that'll work. How will terror-based modifiers affect the anointed items? Will it help it out? Will it be like a nerf to them? Or sorry, more of a debuff to them? I'm not exactly sure. It's something to keep in mind, but I'm not exactly sure how that'll work. I'm excited for all of that. So yeah, those are the basic details of the event that we have so far. Again, we do not have an official release date quite yet, but I'm expecting it to be soon since October is right around the corner, and we also don't have a total time of how long the event will last, but again, I'm sure we'll get those details soon as well. So yeah, guys, as a final little recap of everything that is happening, this is a free event happening in October. You start off the game by looking for haunted enemies around the map, as long as you have Sanctuary 3 unlocked, remember that. But you look for these haunted enemies, they spawn ghosts, you eliminate them, you get Hecktoplasm, you can then turn that Hecktoplasm into Maurice, a scaly monster that happens to be on Sanctuary 3, and then after that, it seems like he maybe gives you some way to get to the Bloody Harvest map, where there are a ton of Halloween-themed enemies. Again, you've got the winged Rack-O-Lanterns, you've got Malawan soldiers, which aren't exactly, you know, Halloween-themed, but you've got a lot of stuff around that map to explore and check out. It's going to be pretty cool. It looks very cool for sure. On top of that, then, once you get to the end of it, you get to fight Captain Hunt, which is, you know, a version of Captain Trant, but like, you know, a spooky version of him. He has the terror debuffs, and also, again, the terror debuffs happen when you fight the haunted enemies and stuff like that, but he has those as well, and if you defeat him, you have a chance of getting some good loot. On top of that, again, there are going to be some free skins, a free weapon wrap or weapon skin, as well as a bunch of legendary items. 2 legendary guns. One of them is the Fearmonger, which appears to be a shotgun, and then on top of that, we're also going to be getting a legendary grenade blade mod, and also a shield which plays into the new terror mechanic. So overall, guys, a ton of interesting stuff overall. I'm super excited about this. If you guys are excited about it as well, be sure to leave a comment down below. But without further ado, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Check out some of my previous videos right here, and I will see you in the next one.